So in this example, we're going to look at the chain rule, which is the rule we use for differentiating functions of functions. So what we do is we have to identify what the inner function is here, and then we differentiate the outer function with respect to the inner function, and we multiply this by the derivative of the inner function with respect to the variable x. So to make this clearer, let me look at an example. What I want to do is I want to differentiate the sine of x cubed with respect to x. Now to do this, it's helpful to identify what our inner function is here, and this means that u is going to be x cubed. So what we have from the chain rule stated here is we have the derivative with respect to u of the sine of u, and then we're going to multiply this by the derivative with respect to x of u, and u is x cubed. So this means that what we are going to get, the derivative of the sine is cosine, is the cosine of u multiplied by, and then this derivative here is 3x squared. So I can put the 3x squared in front, and then I write the cosine, and of course I want to express u here in terms of x, and that is easy because we know that u is x cubed. So therefore I have 3x squared times the cosine of x cubed. And this is a formal way of doing it, and what I now want to do is exactly the same calculation, and in a way which I think is the one that one should use with practice. So I'm first going to make myself some room. So, as I said, I want to do exactly the same calculation. In other words, I want to differentiate the sine of x cubed. But what I want to do now is I want to be not so explicit about saying that the inner function is u, so u is x cubed, etc. I just want to say that what the chain rule tells me to do is to differentiate the function on the outside. So in this case I'm going to get the cosine of x cubed multiplied by the derivative of whatever we have on the inside, which in this case is x cubed. So this means, because this derivative here is 3x squared, that I can just write the 3x squared in front and have the cosine of x cubed afterwards. And this is the answer, and I think this is an easier way to do it. We don't need to explicitly say that we have a new variable, we just say we have the function on the outside, we differentiate it, the argument of the function is completely unchanged, but we multiply by the derivative of this argument. And that is, I think, the best way to think about using the chain rule in practice. So I'll just make myself some room and end nicely. So therefore, the derivative of the sine of x cubed is 3x squared times the cosine of x cubed. And that is our final result.